If you want to know the best romantic comedies, you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of the 1990s.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus, doesn't that hurt?
Sure, but in that good way. You know, it's only a once-in-a-while thing reserved for really special occasions.
How about not so special occasions?
Tongue only.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. Pretty Woman, 1990.
You didn't wake me. I can see you're really busy. I'm going to be out of here in just a minute.
No, there's no hurry. Are you hungry? You must be. Why don't you sit and have something to eat?
Pretty Woman is a romantic comedy film directed by Gary Marshall and stars Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. This is, in its very own way, a modern Cinderella story that explores the unlikely relationship between a wealthy but lonely businessman and a prostitute. Hired to stay with him for the weekend, the two soon notice that there could be more between them than just a business relationship. But how could they ever overcome the gap between their very different worlds?
$1 billion?
Yes.
Wow. You must be really smart, huh? I only got through 11th grade. How far did you go in school?
I went all the way.
Your folks must be really proud, huh?
Number 9. There's Something About Mary, 1998.
Hello. Hi.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
You are looking very beautiful.
Thank you.
There's Something About Mary is a 1998 comedy film directed by Bobby and Peter Farrelly and stars Cameron Diaz, Matt Dillon, and Ben Stiller. This charming and astonishingly funny take on its genre follows the weird outsider Ted, who is deeply in love or even obsessed with the beautiful Mary. Over the course of many years, we follow Ted as he again and again tries to win Mary's heart, but stumbles across the most absurd, ironic, and heartwarming coincidences while fighting for the woman of his life.
Oh, is he looking at you? What's he
Oh,
doing down there?
no, I...
Oh.
No, I wasn't...
Mom, wait.
I wasn't...
Cover yourself, cover yourself.
Shit!
Number 8. Notting Hill, 1999.
I just take my one chance to say it. After you've read that terrible book, you're certainly not going to be coming back to the shop.
Thank you.
Notting Hill is a 1999 romantic comedy film directed by Roger Mitchell and stars Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant. William Thacker is an unsuccessful bookstore owner with a non-existent love life. One day, his wildest dreams come true when he meets Anna Scott, the most beautiful and famous actress in the world. When the two get to know each other, sparks fly and they start falling in love with each other. However, William soon realizes that being in love with a successful woman is not as easy as he initially thought.
Oh, shit! Bugger!
God!
I'm so sorry. Here, let me...
Get your hands off!
I'm really sorry. I live just over the street. I have, water and soap. You can get cleaned up.
Number 7. Chasing Amy, 1999.
Rick pulled his dick out. Really? What did you do?
I blew him while Chloe fucked me.
Chasing Amy is a romantic comedy drama film written and directed by Kevin Smith and stars Ben Affleck, Joey Lauren Adams, and Jason Lee. Exploring the nature of sexuality combined with thorny themes, Chasing Amy follows two lifelong friends who happen to be the authors of a popular comic book. But when one of them falls for a lesbian girl, against all odds they form a serious relationship that threatens to destroy a lifelong friendship and his own self if he can't deal with Amy's past.
Excuse me?
That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? That's what this little cross-examination of yours is all about? God. Well, next time, try not to make it so obvious, all right? There's subtler ways of badgering a witness. Am I right?
Jeez, man. Even I knew what you were getting at.
Number 6. Jerry Maguire, 1996.
Wow. It's more than a dress. That's an Audrey Hepburn movie.
Yeah, I guess I got a little revved up at the idea of an evening among adults.
Jerry Maguire is a 1996 romantic comedy drama sports film written and directed by Cameron Crowe and stars Tom Cruise, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Renee Zellweger. Jerry Maguire is a man of smart business. As a top agent of Sports Management International, his future is secured and his name famous across the country. But after being fired for saying the wrong things too loud, we witness his tragic fall from grace. Can Jerry resurrect his career while still staying true to himself?
Jerry Maguire. I work in your office. I was on the junket.
I know who you are. You're Dorothy Boyd. You're in accounts. You have the side middle cubicle with a poster of Albert Einstein's face morphed on Shaquille O'Neal's body.
Number 5. 10 Things I Hate About You, 1999.
I heard there was a poetry reading.
You're so
Charming. Wholesome.
unwelcome.
10 Things I Hate About You is a 1999 romantic comedy film directed by Gil Junger and stars Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Larissa Oleynik. Popular pretty Bianca Stratford is in a dilemma. A family rule forbids her from dating until her rebellious and boy-hating older sister Kat gets a suitor of her own. In an attempt to win Bianca, a potential boyfriend desperately attempts to set Kat up with another rebel who may just be able to win Kat's heart.
You're not as mean as you think you are. You know that?
And you're not as badass as you think you are.
Ooh, someone still has her panties in a twist.
Don't for 1 minute think that you had any effect whatsoever on my panties.
Then what did I have an effect on?
Other than my upchuck reflex, nothing.
Number 4. As Good as It Gets, 1997.
I got a real great compliment for you, and it's true.
I'm so afraid you're about to say something awful.
As Good as It Gets follows the lives of Melvin Udile, an antisocial best-selling author, Simon Bishop, a gay artist, and Carol Connolly, a waitress with a very ill son. The heartwarming movie manages to impress the audience with its brilliant screenplay and phenomenal acting. Released in 1997, it stars Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear in lead roles. It was directed by the brilliant James L. Brooks and won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Actress.
I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
You make me want to be a better man.
Number 3. Groundhog Day, 1993.
Un peu choc matin.
You speak French.
Groundhog Day is a 1993 fantasy comedy film directed by Harold Ramis and stars Bill Murray, Andie MacDowell, and Chris Elliott. For many people, life seems like it repeats itself over and over again, with more and more depressing day-to-day routines. But for egocentric media reporter Phil Connors, this becomes true hell when one specific day repeats itself forever, without any chance of escaping it. Now Connors must accept that his egoistic lifestyle is maybe the only thing holding him back.
I don't worry about anything anymore.
What makes you so special? Everybody worries about something.
That's exactly what makes me so special. I don't even have to floss.
Number 2. Forrest Gump, 1994.
Why are you so good to me?
You're my girl.
I'll always be your girl.
Forrest Gump is a 1994 comedy drama film directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, McKelty Williamson, and Sally Field. The story follows Forrest Gump, a slow-witted but kind-hearted man from Alabama, who witnesses and unwittingly influences several defining historical events in the 20th century United States. The movie won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Tom Hanks, and was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
You know, you can tell a lot from a person's voice.
You certainly can.
But something must be missing if Jonah still feels that you're under a cloud. And just a few questions. Are you sleeping at night?
He doesn't sleep at all.
How do you know that?
I live here, Dad.
But no one will ever remember you, Joe Fox. And maybe no one will remember me either, but plenty of people remember my mother. And they think she was fine, and they think her store was something special. You are nothing but a suit.
Leaning is whole bodies moving in like this. Leaning involves wanting and accepting. Leaning.
Number 1. True Romance, 1993.
You want to see what Spider-Man #1 looks like?
You bet.
True Romance is a 1993 romantic crime film directed by Tony Scott and stars Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Michael Rappaport, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, and Christopher Walken. Written by Quentin Tarantino, True Romance is the wild action-adventure yet cynical comedy one thinks of when hearing his name. When comic book geek Clarence spends his birthday at a grindhouse triple feature, he meets a woman out of his league called Alabama, who later reveals to be a prostitute with mob connections. It is clear trouble is on the horizon.
I said, do you fucking love him? Huh?
I think what you did was...
What?
I think what you did...
What?
...was so romantic.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.